serious, shall we? What does it actually take to double your income? Now, one of my clients today, and they send me messages like this all the time, right? One of my clients today messaged me to say that they had a 50% increase in their revenue from last year. Now, I've been working with this client for about a year now. 50% increase. It works, right? Now, it works because she committed to growing her business. She invested in a business coach, right? Like, even though you tell yourself that you can't afford not to do it, can you afford not to have the 50% growth? It's chicken and egg, right? You have to do something different in order to get the different results. But it's not just that she invested in a coach, right? It's that she does the damn work. She gets up every damn day and she does the mindset, even if she doesn't want to do it. She does what's on her homework spreadsheet because she's committed to getting the results. Now, we can either be committed to our excuses or we can be committed to results. You cannot be committed to both, right? That is the bare bone facts of it. And you have to be focused. Now, I just was looking at I'm an executive contributor for a particular magazine, right? So I'm part of their Facebook group, and in the Facebook group, some guy pops up and he puts, "Who wants to be interviewed on a podcast?" And all these people are like, "Yeah, me." Oh yeah, what's it about? It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, people, focus, right? Don't go on podcasts. Don't do this marketing. Don't do that. Don't have shiny object syndrome. If it is not aligned to what your specific goal is right now, it's not going to get you towards your goal, right? We take so many actions, but they must be aligned actions if they're going to get you to where you want to go. So when someone asks, do you want to be on a podcast? Instantly you're like, oh yeah, reach. But is it reaching the right people, right? Those aligned action means that the actions are aligned directly with your goal. If your goal is to be more famous in England and the podcast happens to be in England and it happens to be to your particular target audience, it's a yes. If the podcast is in America with mainly American people and it's mainly men, the answer is a no, right? Like, it has to be aligned to what your specific goals are, which brings me to the point. You must know what your goals are and you must have a strategic plan so that you actually know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there. Now, I am honestly wrapping up a year of coaching in this for you, right? But you might not be ready to hear it. If you could do all of this stuff on your own, you too could get 50% business growth, right? I still have business coaches. We can muddle it along on our own. It just takes so much longer. I don't know about you, but I'm happy to double my income every year and pay the money to get there, right? Because why would I not? It's way cheaper. I'm going to make way more money by actually doubling my income, and it's going to pay off, right? Do I always have the money to do it? Do I have to take a leap of faith? I don't always have the money to do it. Yes, I do have to take a leap of faith. We all do, right? Taking a leap of faith and growing your business is not necessarily going to be comfortable. You're going to have to take actions that you don't want to take. You're going to have to post on social media. You're going to have to do lives. You're going to have to do the stuff that you feel resistance to doing. Will the resistance ever stop? No, because your actions will continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So of course you're going to be feeling the resistance. If you're not feeling the resistance, then you are now coming from a place of complete comfort where there is no growth. That moves me to the next point of focus. You need to be taking aligned actions and you need to be focused on taking those actions. An electronic calendar is a must. I'm a paper and pen girl too, but an electronic calendar is a must. Would you find the CEO of some big massive company using pen and paper? No, not if they are running it efficiently, right? They're going to have an electronic calendar. Now, when I got up this morning, I've been coaching since 6 o'clock, and oh my God, I love it, right? Coaching since 6 o'clock, going bang, bang, bang. And at 8 o'clock, I had an hour between 8 and 9, where most people would eat breakfast, but I'd rather have coffee, right? So my husband was still in bed, and I said, if you get up now, we can walk the dogs. And it's like, no, we can just walk them later. And I'm like, I'm busy all day. You know that Monday and Tuesday are my work days. And that's what I choose to do, right? I choose to do all my work in 2 days and then live my life in freedom. That might not be your way. You know, you might want to do things much more slowly and stretch out over 5 days. But either way, don't complain about what you've decided, right? Like, I don't complain about having to work really hard on those 2 days. And same if you choose to stretch out over 5 days, don't complain that you then don't have as much free time, right? You get to choose how your life rolls out. Anyway, he said to me, "Oh, but we can walk later." And I said, "Actually, I can't. I'm full all day." And he's like, "Oh, don't be ridiculous. If everybody has half an hour at some point," sounds like he's been listening to some of my coaching of what I'm saying, like spun it around in a different way, right? I do not have half an hour during the day. I might have little gaps of 15 minutes where I turn up and do lives like this, or where I turn up and I do other things. But every single minute of my day is programmed. Does that squash my creativity? No, it actually sets me free. Focus is what gets the results, and the results is what buys you your freedom. It's all a big circle. How did you go? I'd love to hear how you just absorbed that year of coaching. So remember, my darlings, you can get the results, but you have to be committed to getting them. And if you are ready, if you are actually ready to invest in yourself, then I am opening my Business Acceleration Club, which is starting again on the 1st of July, which also happens to be when there is more funding available in New Zealand. So you can even get help. If you are in New Zealand, it is possible that you can apply for funding and that I can help you to do that. What are you waiting for? Like, do you think it's just going to get better on its own, or are you ready to focus and do it? We have super amounts of fun in the Business Acceleration Club. Yes, people in there double their income. Yes, they change their whole lives, right? And the hashtag is "the shit really works." Because I don't just give you the strategies that you need, I also give you the mindset and the belief that goes alongside it. And then I teach you the quantum energetics, and we go through what the aligned actions are for your particular business, right? It's not like do this and then do this and then do this. It's different for every single business. So we come up with a strategic growth plan for your business that works for you. If it's time for you to talk to me about this, you should talk to me about it now. Because right now, until Queen's birthday, when you sign up for that before Queen's birthday, you also get Soul Method Marketing for free, 100 plus lessons on how to actually market from soul. Super valuable. Everyone loves it. So that's all I've got time for now. I better move on to my next client. Go forth, have a fabulous day, and remember, together we shall rise.